Good evening, Mr. President and members of the council. I want to begin by thanking you all for putting this together and your support team as well, and making these arrangements so that we have the opportunity to make a presentation to you, and so that all the citizens of our community who want to be heard on this subject will get that full and fair opportunity. We know it's challenging circumstances, so I thank you very much for that. I'm William Conley. I stand before you this evening as attorney and a member of the team assembled by the Marshall family to advise them on their proposal to invest in our city's future. Other team members, and you can see up on the screen, are here with me this evening, and in the course of the discussion, if they need to answer any questions for you, they are available. But I'm proud to work with the law firm of Darrell Everett, Shikashi Law Firm, True North Communications, Bowler, our planning, engineering, landscape architectural consultant, Vanessa and Associates, our transportation consultant, Sweeney Real Estate, our land use consultant, Mason and Associates Incorporated, our environmental consultant, and Ecosystem Solutions, our wildlife expert consultant. As you can see, the Marshalls have assembled a very comprehensive team to be responsive to all the concerns that we expect, and many that have been communicated to us in just the past few weeks. Later in the presentation, we will take brief testimony from Jeff Durkin, our traffic expert, and Tom Sweeney, our real estate expert, specifically, to make sure those topics are covered for you this evening. Members of the council, this is a generational opportunity to create a uniquely East Providence sense of place in the heart of our city that will belong to all of us, whether you're from Riverside, Kent Heights, Rumford, the center of the city. This is going to be a centerpiece of what we believe East Providence can do and will do for our future. It will belong to all of us and no longer to a select few. It really is time to take down that fence, that rusted barbed wire, and open it to all of us. You know, very recently, we all came together to make a legacy statement about who we are as a community and what we want our city's future to be. We all worked together to begin construction on a new high school to bring 21st century teaching and learning to our kids. When we did that, we agreed to accept a significant taxpayer debt. We did it because it was the right thing to do and is the right thing to do. We committed to continue working together strategically to find ways to pay for that debt without imposing an undue property tax burden on our homeowners. And that's especially important for us because a mere 27% of our tax revenue comes from our commercial properties, which means that our homeowners bear 73% of the property taxes in our city. We're ready to work with you to change that. Now, this investment is truly one of those strategic decisions, and we will address the economic benefits of that during our presentation. we all recognize that that open space that everybody is so keenly aware of has been closed space to all of us. It's time to change that. The Marshall family, with you, with the input of our community, with the review and comments of your professional staff, are ready to do that. And tonight, we finally have the opportunity to begin that discussion with you. Thank goodness, after we have had, in these difficult times, a real opportunity to hear from and work with the public on what the public's concerns are and how we can address them. Now, one of those questions has been, why the Waterfront Commission? Why do we want to be put in that district? Why should we be put in that district? Well, the answer to that is because for this space to become that special, uniquely East Providence community center that we know it can be, we need to go through a comprehensive review and public input process. And that's what the Waterfront Commission does. That development plan, review, and approval process, by the way, an award-winning plan for the American Planning Association, contains within it 150 distinct performance standards which are over and above the vanilla approval process. Just the application checklist alone has 41 items on it. Once that application is submitted, it will be required to go through a 3-tier public hearing process. The Design Review Committee review process includes public meetings. Your city professionals, the departments, all of your professionals will have the opportunity to comment and make recommendations through that public meeting process. State agencies also will participate in that review, comment, and recommendations. Transportation, environment, all that state expertise and their regulations will be a part of that review process. It doesn't end there. In a process that was initiated here in East Providence and copied elsewhere, there is a peer review process. What does that mean? That means that after all the public comments, after all the experts on our team provide their testimony, answer the questions, that after the state agencies review it, there is still another layer of review from professional peers, from traffic, from environment, that provide additional comments and additional recommendations. You know, the site development criteria alone in this process has its own 100 distinct performance requirements built into it. The City Planning Board, regarding the comprehensive plan, conducts its public meeting. And the Commission itself review and hearings only upon the conclusion of that process. Why do we, the Marshall family, our team, why do we want to be a part of that rigorous crucible of public scrutiny? because we want this to be a legacy community for all of East Providence. Now, you all know that there's been a lot of public discussion leading up to our first presentation of the council here. And the leader of that public discussion from the Marshall family has been my friend Leanne Marshall.